Live. Hi, this is Christina with the Sisyphean Journal. This is an off-topic rant from my kitchen. I'm responding to a virtue signal video by Bill Whittle and Alfonzo Rachel, where they're talking about riots and how and why they start and how and why you stop them. And people talk about this, and there's a couple things that I think they're kind of leaving out and not hitting on. One is we're seeing the participation trophy generation. That's largely who's out rioting. It's these people who've been told that you deserve praise and adulation merely for existing, and that to actually accomplish anything, to really go out and focus and become good at something, is mean and nasty because you're making the people who aren't good at that thing feel bad. So think about that. So we'll take that participation trophy mentality that you should not compete. You should not strive to be the best. You should not strive to do your best, because when you excel, you make the people who don't excel feel bad. And the idea that people who do excel are being mean and making you feel bad, and that you're entitled to this sense of resentment because that excellence in and of itself is an injury to you. Okay, this is something that the participation trophy generation has been taught. Now, add to that the white fragility and this whole be less white train that we're getting on. And the schools have been teaching this. It's only starting to seep now into corporate America. And you might have seen that on the Smithsonian Museum of African American History website. And that Coca-Cola training thing where they bring up all these things that are whiteness and you need to be less white. And what are the traits of whiteness? Optimism, diligence, rationality, a drive to succeed, a sense of meritocracy, that people who are better at something deserve to be promoted and deserve to be rewarded for being good at something. Even such simple things as courtesy and punctuality are classified as whiteness and bad things. So what do you have? You have this generation, you've got this coming together. You've got this thing from academia saying that all the things that allow you to be successful are whiteness and evil and bad. And you have the participation trophy thing that you are entitled to everything you want simply by virtue of showing up. Okay. So you've got this generation of kids who have been taught to just show up and expect to get everything that hard work, diligence, knowing how to get along with people, optimism, that all those whiteness traits get you, that you're entitled to just have those things, that actually internalizing the traits that allow you to get them on your own is bad. So here we've got these kids, and there's a need to be successful. There's a need to accomplish something. Now, imagine you've grown up being taught that it's evil to accomplish anything, because as soon as you accomplish something, you make people who haven't accomplished anything feel bad about themselves. So you're going counter to human nature to begin with. So these are kids that are desperate to be good at something because there's this human need to be good at something, but they've never developed the skills to be good at anything because they've been told that that's evil, and now they're being told that that's whiteness and you need to be less white. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to go after these businesses. Look, these people are successful. Well, how did they become successful? By being punctual, by being optimistic, by hard work, by courtesy, by all these whiteness traits that are evil. The very fact that they're successful proves that they're evil. And what's more, there are two motives now for doing that. One is to make you feel bad about yourself because you haven't accomplished that. And the other is because you're a white supremacist. So all of these, the guy that owns the AutoZone, has now become the embodiment of evil because he's become successful. Well, clearly he's evil. And he's probably not paying his employees $15 an hour. So he's elitist. And he's punctual and he's hardworking and he's optimistic and he believes in personal responsibility. So he's also a white supremacist. So these kids have had it drummed into them that if you're successful, you're an awful person and you deserve to be punished, and also that any success anybody else has been stolen from the unsuccessful. Now, put that together with the natural human need to be good at something. Well, finally, these kids have found something they're good at. They're good at rioting. They're good at throwing bricks. They're good at Molotov cocktails. They're good at smashing windows. They're good at looting. They're good at burning things down. They're good at forming mobs and terrorizing people. And what's more, you've got people like Kamala Harris praising them for it and starting up funds to bail them out of prison because they're doing good work. So for the first time in their entire life, there's something they're good at, and they're being praised for something that they have actually done. Rather than you showed up, here's a participation trophy. This is something that they did, and they're getting told that they're standing for social justice, and they're standing for anti-racism, and they're standing for equality, and they're standing for equity. This is the first time in their life they've ever been praised for getting up off their asses and doing something. It's a powder keg and it's been lit. And this is the combination of that anti-whiteness and that participation trophy thing. And that's deadly.